I've had a terrible night's sleep. I've woken up with some weird... don't know what that is, but that's not a good look. I'm going to take some antihistamines and see if that will go down, whatever that is. I have no idea what that's related to. I suffer with hay fever, so I'm guessing maybe something related to that, but that's a bit weird. But it's been quite a windy night, and I just got woken up by some rain. You can see the tents going a bit, and it started raining again, which I think is what we're going to get for most of the day. But yeah, I'm going to take some drugs and see if this eye will go down.
Honestly, I was taking the mickey out of the mountaineer last night, about his beer bursting in his bag, and the exact same has just happened to me. Beer is burst in the bag. My pack liner is soaked. Luckily, my sleeping bag was in its stuff sack, so that, and it was at the bottom, but the beer was kind of more at the top, so that's okay. Sleeping pad seems okay because that was in its stuff sack as well. Some other bits are kind of wet. My down jacket's wet, and stinking of beer. But yeah, luckily I saw it go. I put it in the bag, and I saw it. Something go, and I quickly just emptied everything out. And yeah, not ideal, because we're going to test to see how waterproof the Derwent Edge is. Paul says that he's had it out in the rain and nothing got wet, so because my Niner Flume pack liner is just drenched and it stinks of beer. Yes, lesson learned about beer in a bag, and what a waste of an ultra phase as well. Honestly, I'm so angry. Right, so managed to dry out most of the beer. Although my pack line is still soaked, so I'm going to see if I can dry that out in a stream later.
I've never seen anyone licking their sleeping pad before.
Can't waste that beer, especially that ultra phase. That's devastating. That is. That's amazing stuff. Anyway, so we're all packed up and we're heading off. So that is where I was. That is where Paul was. He was kind of a little bit.
Now we know why the tent wasn't pitched very well.
Blame the environment.
Lumpy
all over the show. Yeah, you might have been better here. I don't know, but
yeah, maybe would have been. Yeah.
Yeah, hard to tell, isn't it? But anywho, right, we are heading off. The wind is windy up here, but we're heading back down to the valley for a bit. The weather's really nice at the moment, apart from that wind, but the wind's quite warm. But yeah, it is supposed to be piddling it down later, so we want to make some headway now and hopefully get to a pub just as it starts to rain. Yeah, you're on it.
2 hours later.
Well done.
Still got it.
Although I have to say it didn't look very elegant.
Well, no, more like a baby giraffe.
Just stunning views up here. So this is the north side of Kinder Scout we're on at the moment, and it's just awesome. See Snake Road down there, Snake Pass is down through here. You can see my finger. Snake Pass is through here, and see Snake Road a bit further down. So we're staying on the top for a little bit before we come off.
Alrighty.
Right, so we're got about 6.4 miles to go until we get to the pub. So I guess that means we're about 3 miles or so, maybe slightly more, from Derwent Edge, which is actually where we're going to camp. We're going to go to the pub and then come back and camp there. And I think we're going to be heading up past Backtor. I'm going to scope it out there. I'm not sure at Backtor you can fit 2 tents there or not. I know you can get at least one, but yeah, if not, we'll be doing probably looking at doing the Coach and Horse stones. That's the plan. And yeah, it'd be nice to get to the pub and have some food and maybe a beer, especially as I I'm down 1 beer because of it exploding in my backpack last night. Jesus Christ. Just so funny watching the Mackham Mountaineers video when his beers exploded, and it's just so funny. I've done exactly the same thing a week later. There you go, so at least that should make you feel a little bit better, mate. Happens to the best of us. And actually, I have to say, it was probably seeing your video that made me act as quick as I did, because I remember pushing it down and thinking, oh, I need to be careful pushing that down because it might explode, based on the fact that I'd seen yours explode, and then I heard it go, and yeah, I quickly just emptied everything out. So your video probably saved my bacon. What are you doing in the bushes?
Look at the colour.
There you go, nice and clear now.
It's proper water.
Yeah.
Not radioactive. You were just hoping I was going to go on my arse, weren't you?
I was, yeah, a bit gutted actually, to be honest. I wonder when that was built. Quite a feat of engineering, isn't there?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. There was an information board back there, but I didn't read it.
So, I'm not speaking for Paul, but I'm knackered and my feet are hurting. I think Paul's still got plenty left in him.
Yep, I'm alright.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right. So we've basically come. So there's Kinder Scout over there, and so we've walked all the way from Kinder Scout all the way down into the valley and back up here, which is a long way. And so we're just heading towards Backtor now. We're going to have a little look at Backtor, and then we are going to head to the pub. So the next video might be of us in the pub, drunk. Corona's never tasted as good. So, yeah, I'm absolutely shattered. It's been a really hard walk today, more than yesterday. I didn't get a very good night's sleep, which didn't help. But yeah, today it's been hard going, very tired, my feet are killing me. So looking forward to we'll have this food, and then we're going to head back up to Derwent Edge, and then we're just hoping that we can find a pitching spot. There's 2 potential places. There's basically Backtor is one of the places. We found a couple of pitching spots there. My preference would be the Coach and Horses stones,
we can go behind the rock formation, and there's plenty of space there for 2 tents. So that would be my preference, but it's a bit of a gamble because we'll walk back up past Backdoor. It's a bit of a gamble walking all the way to the Coach and Horses, and then they're not, they're not being spaced. Basically, someone's taken them. So yeah, we'll see. Make a decision later. I'm not capable of making one now.
Right, so we are fed. I had beef and ale pie and steamed pudding, treacle pudding. That was amazing. And Paul had Cajun chicken. Yeah.
And chips, of course.
And then the Biscoff
cheesecake with ice cream, which was delicious.
Yeah, so it's quite nice. Really oldie worldy pub. Very, very, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Back in the past. But it was nice. And so now we're just hiking back up to Derwent Edge. And it's supposed to be raining. And it's supposed to be thunderstorms. But as you can see, there's none of that around. It's the sun's shining, and we are overheating. Well, I am anyway.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I was in the pub, and the pub wasn't the warmest in the pub. I was thinking, oh, maybe I need to put my jacket on or something, put my trousers on. But Paul, with all his wisdom, was like, I think you'll find it's nice outside, and he was absolutely correct. So I'm glad of that.
Probably actually the best part of the day, to be fair.
Yeah. Yes, definitely has been. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Right, I'm in one of my favourite camping spots. This is the Coach and Horses in Derwent Edge. Paul's just round the corner, so he's a bit concerned about the wind. The wind's kind of coming from this direction. I'm not so bothered with my Stone Glacier, but he's a little bit nervous about pitching the X-Mid because the winds might pick up a bit later. So we'll go and have a look at his setup shortly. But I'm just going to go here. I've camped here many times before. And it's just starting to rain, so I better crack on. Right, all pitched up. Stone Glacier, she is battened down because we are expecting some thunderstorms. And it's has started getting a bit thundery, but the rain looks like it's coming in from over that side, so we might shortly get a downpour. It was supposed to be hitting around this time, so that could be interesting. I'm probably going to have to get in the tent in a minute. I'm just going to have a quick look, see what Paul's doing. Looking good there, Paul?
Yeah, just putting the trousers on.
Put your trousers on. I think you have to get in the tent in a minute. It's looking ropey as all hell over. You seeing over there?
No, is it looking bad?
Yeah. I mean, look at Kinder Scouts looking.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Those midges won't be out much longer, I don't think, because I think that's going to hit. It's looking.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can fit 2 pitches where I am, but Paul decided to go here because he was a bit concerned about the wind on the other side because it is slightly more breezy, and this is a little bit more shielded here, this spot here. There's hardly any wind here at all, so we're just hoping that the wind doesn't change direction.
At the moment.
Yeah, at the moment. Yeah, we're just hoping that doesn't change. But it's looking good. That's definitely a better pitch than yesterday.
It's miles better.
Yeah, mine's looking a lot better as well.
Flat ground.
Yeah.
Makes such a difference.
Yeah, I've managed to get mine pitched nice, and hopefully it's not going anywhere. But that's looking nice and sturdy. Yeah, right, I need to go and get some waterproofs on because I'm getting wet. See you later, Paul.
All right, see you later, mate.
Right, let's get into this tent because I'm starting to get cold. So I'll sway you in there. Oh, this problem with the sill nylon. It's quite sticky. Oh, right. my trekking poles at the ready in case I need to pop them up here to give a bit of extra support, but I'm hoping that I shouldn't need to do that. Right, I'm going to get changed into my trousers and my down stuff and probably put some waterproofs on top if I decide to go outside. So yeah, let's wait to see whether this thunderstorm rolls in. Shots there. Wonder if Paul's coping with it. How you doing, Paul? Oh, some lovely clouds over here. I think that's it. I don't think it's supposed to rain now. I think the worst is past.
It got pretty heavy at one point, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
That, and then you've got this formation over here. Look.
Wow.
That cloud formation there's mental, isn't it?
Pretty wild. Whoa.
Well, morning. So we've got this funny ice thing again. It's not quite as bad as it was the other morning, but I'm not sure it fully ever went down yesterday. But yeah, it was an odd one. So an annoying thing last night, my sleeping pad deflated, which is just ridiculous. And the sleeping pad in question is the Nemo Tensor regular wide. I have had nothing but problems with this sleeping pad. I've just come to the end of my tether with it. There is no way that it's been punctured by me sleeping on it, because I mean, as you can see, this foam mat. This is a thick foam mat. The tent has a ground sheet, a footprint. Sorry. And then there's the bathtub floor, then there's this, and then there's the sleeping pad. I tried last night to see if I could find where the hole was, and I couldn't find it. It's not fully gone down. There's still a little bit of air in it. It's obviously a slow puncture somewhere. But yeah, it also went down in the Berwins a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I'm going to have to unfortunately contact Trek It, which is where I purchased it from, and speak to them about it. But as I've said before, this is the third one of these pads that I've had. The first one that kept going down, and so I had to send it back because I couldn't find any punctures in it. The second one, the baffles popped and had a big lump on either side, so I had to send that back. And then I've had this one, and I've used it a fair bit, a lot of my camps, but not all of them, because in the winter when it's really cold, I've been using my Cedar Summit Etherlight XT Extreme, yeah. And also with this one I've had a mould issue where it's been mouldy on the inside, which I don't understand, because I never blow into it with my mouth. I use the pump sack, and I also use the flex tail pump, and whenever I've never got it wet, but I always, when I get home, I take it out and air it, so I don't know. Anyway, annoyed about that, never mind. But other than that, actually had a quite nice sleep.
Morning, Paul. I'm alright. How are you? Have you? Flipping it, that's a line for you.
About 10 to 7, I just sort of I heard somebody walking around and I was like...
Sorry, I assumed you'd have been awake, I'd have been quieter.
No, I was like, oh, someone's walking around.
All packed away. That's where the tent was. Paul packed away ages ago. He's been waiting for me for about half an hour to get all my stuff packed up. He's much quicker than me, although it is much easier to pack away a single
Yeah,
skin
it's a little bit easier than yours.
DCF tent. So yeah, it's been a really good trip. We've had a mixture of weather, which has been great. The first day was glorious. Bit of wind then during the night. The next day was a bit mixed. Thunderstorms last night, and then this morning just glorious, and warm and no wind at all. Yeah, it's been great to meet Paul and have a hike. We've had good chats about gear and stuff, yeah, maybe we'll do it again sometime. Maybe I can head out to your neck of the woods.
Sure.
I'll look maybe some of the Cleveland Way or something like that. It's bye from me. And it's bye from
Paul. Goodbye.
And I'll see you on the next one. Honestly, you can't leave anything anywhere. Like my windscreen, rear windscreen's been smashed. Like, I have no. It doesn't look like anyone's been in the car. I haven't opened it yet, but clearly no one's been in. There's nothing really. There's nothing worth stealing. So whether someone's just come along and thrown a quick at it or what, I have no idea. Because no one's got in there. So I have no idea what to do now. So yeah, I came back to Lady Bear where the car was parked, and as we were walking up to the car, kind of noticed like, the rear windscreen looked a bit weird, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just you know, kind of misted up or fogged up or a bit of condensation or something like that. And then as we got closer, it was clear that it's been smashed. So we think that someone's come along with a hammer and just smashed the rear window. Nothing was taken, nothing worth taking in this car at all. They don't leave anything in here. Just we've come over to Hathersage. I managed to get some duct tape from the garage, and I've just taped the edges of the rear window up, and I'm just going to have to try and drive it slowly home, which you're not really supposed to do, I guess, but I haven't got much of a choice. I live over 100 miles away, so yeah, it's really frustrating. I mean, it's ruins all the fun that you have, you know, and it's been a bit of a trying weekend at times as well, because the beer exploding in my bag and just everything, and stinking of beer and wet, and then sleeping pad deflating last night, and now coming back and the rear windscreen smashed. Makes you wonder why we do this at times. Yeah. Anywho, Paul's just gone off to grab me a coffee, or to grab us a coffee and bacon and sausage sandwich, and just going to eat that, and then going to slowly make my way home.